Live on this Facebook Live. Today we have real estate extraordinaire. Well, you have all
Mhm.
kinds of titles. You can even say, marathon runner, sports enthusiast. Okay, Nebi Adhanom, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yay!
You love it? That's the studio audience that me and Paul put together,
Yes.
mostly Paul. All
Thank
right, well,
you.
tell us a little about yourself. Maybe how long you've been in real estate, all that good stuff, please.
Almost 26 years. September, yes, will be 26 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've been in 26
Are
years, and
we
tell us a
getting?
little about that journey.
All right. So I am grateful. I'm, with Berkshire Hathaway, Prudential, formerly known Prudential, of course. Yeah. So I've been with, with Berkshire for 26 years now. So I'm
That's
grateful.
awesome.
All the great clients, beautiful Las Vegas. Yeah. So yeah, just it's just all I do: real estate and workout.
Yeah, and
That's my
I
job.
love I love your bookcase back there. I see Steve Jobs, I see Warren Buffett, I see an American flag, right? I love what you said to me at the
Yep.
well, actually, you didn't say it to me. You said it to the whole crowd when Jimmy Burgess was here at the Summerlin office. You stood up and gave a few points, and then you said, "I thank God every day that number one, I'm in this country, and number two, I work for the
Mhm.
best real estate company, Berkshire Hathaway." So I thought that was. Tell us a little about
Yes.
that, because I know that you had to do your to become a citizen. You had to go through the whole thing, and that was quite an ordeal, right?
Yes. So you have to be here 5 years, and you get green card. And after you get the green card, 5 years, I came here as a refugee from Eritrea, East Africa. So my country was in war with Ethiopia for 30 plus years. And so when I left, it was still a lot of war, and it's still. I mean, it's independent now from Ethiopia, but there's still a lot of issues there too. So I'm grateful to be in this beautiful country. And Jonas was only like 2 years and 6 months when he left when we left. So, but he since then he was back into to see it. Like, I think, was it 2018 or 2019? Yeah. So, but for me, I'm here. I am not going anywhere. If I do, I
Yeah,
guess, when everything becomes more like, democratic and stuff, I might just go and visit and do things in the country. But right now, it's not stable enough. Yep,
yeah.
it's
What did your
not.
son think when you went
Yeah.
back there? What did he say when you went back there? Because he was two when he left. He probably doesn't remember much, and then he went back. What did he think?
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, he has know nothing. He went there to see his dad's side of the family, and so yeah, he appreciated how good he have it in here. So he saw, people give you, you know, even they don't have anything, they still invite you. They still treat you very, yeah, like a guest. People want to invite you to their houses. He's got all kinds of, wonderful treatment. People know who know my side of the family and his dad's side of the family and stuff. But he appreciated it. No, he, like, how sometimes real estate, of course, um, we have to work hard. Given great client customer service, but sometimes he feel burnout. When he went there, he was feeling the burnout of the real estate at that time. So I said, you know what? Let me just take this time and go. He didn't even tell me. I was
Yeah,
so nervous, when I find out. But he made it back safe, and he appreciated how much good he has it here, and he wants to do something good. Um, but he's doing also. It's not easy to
yeah.
uh, to change. It's like one party system, like only one president for over 35 years. It was in 35 years in May. The same person ruling the entire country, and I feel bad for the people. That's all.
Yeah. So when
Yeah,
you see
but I'm
stuff like
grateful here. I'm grateful.
Yeah. So when you see
Mhm.
stuff going on in other countries, what's going on in the world today, it really helps you get into gratitude and be, because let's face it, we're not perfect. We have two political ends that like to fight, and the press is crazy. But ultimately, when the dust settles, it's a pretty awesome country to live in. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Yes, yes. I mean, at least here we only like 4 more years, right? 4 more years, and then you have a chance to vote, and
Right.
that's why I believe on voting. You don't need to trash the other, whoever the president is, is just you wish them the best to do the right thing for the people. But at the same time, you have a chance to vote. You have a chance to, like, to do something about it by voting. And
Right.
but there, even if I say right now, if I was to go visit, they'll probably put me in jail because I'm talking like that. That's
Right.
exactly what happened. You have
Yeah.
no right to speak anything,
Right.
anything that doesn't support that government. And if you speak against them, they put you in jail. So that's the kind of government we have over there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But
Well, and I like
but
what you
the
said too.
people.
I like what you said too, because and I try to remind people too that the fact that we're a democracy, we're a constitutional republic, but we have a lot of democratic parts to us, and part of that is the
Mhm.
voting process. And just the fact that we're run like a democracy means, with two parties, it means about half of the time you're not going to get exactly what you want, right? The other party is going to be in, and so forth. So it's
That's
time to
right.
be mature and understand your opportunity to make a change is voting in 4 years, right? So I hate when I hear that's, this person is not my president, or that
Mhm.
person is not my, they're your president, just like Biden was, now Trump is,
They are
you know,
once they're elected, they're the president. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I agree
I agree with
100%.
you. I agree. When I see people on social media, on Facebook, they're like talking so mean about, anything. I don't have to like everything he does, but let's find something that maybe they're right about, like
Yeah,
something about, just as long as let them do the best thing they could do. We pray it's going to be good for the country, and then the rest is like 4 years, 4 more years, and then vote. Like Obama
right.
said, don't boo, vote.
Right. I
Yeah,
totally agree.
vote.
Right.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
have to
totally
say.
agree. No, I
Mhm.
totally agree. And I
Yeah.
think
So
like,
I've been voting.
yeah, on the days that I sometimes, sometimes, like you said, the business is hard and you're mentally not 100% there. I immediately get into gratitude, like Las Vegas. What a great place to live. The place is basically
Yes.
brand new, the roads, everything.
Yes.
We have tremendous industry. it's and
Everything.
how can you, and then I remind myself only 4.5% of the planet get to live in the United States of America. So thank you very much. Thank you very
That's
much.
true. It's like, like, yes, I just like, every day I'm very grateful. See the American flag? I don't know if you can see it
Yes,
over. You can see it. You can see it. Oh, you
I
can
can.
saw it. Okay.
No, we saw it.
That's
We
my
saw it.
other
Yeah, we
vest.
saw it.
So, yeah. So I just love this country with all my heart. I'm like, who, you know, like who goes to somebody else's country, have the opportunity to work, the opportunity to be, citizen. I mean, my mom and dad did the best thing for us. They raised us very well. But when the war like started, we had to escape to the village, countryside. No running water. Of course, you go get. You see those people they carry water on their two buckets on the side. That's what we did
Yeah.
with my, like, because we were young. So then my dad did everything for us, but he passed away from the hardship, living in the village, in the countryside. We're from the city. We don't know how to do anything in the country. So, but
Mm,
the village people, they were very good. They helped us a lot. And so anyway, a lot of people from the city, they immigrated to their great grandparents' villages, like, countryside. And that's where I knew we were poor. Before
right.
that, I had no idea. We were just like living normal, nice life in the city, even though we didn't have any that much to think about it. So I'm just so grateful. And like, when you go back to the city, you stay. My mom used to stay in line to get some bread, limited. They give you three breads, like, the small one, the one that I don't know what you call them, the one that looks like. And then
Mhm.
I remember, oh, this is like, I can go on and on. But let's put it this way: the people are. It's the government. It's the people who are trying to fight and get independent. They did everything they can, but now it's becoming only just what I just said. But at least
Yeah,
it's part of its own country now.
yeah,
Hopefully, one day the country will be more democratic. Yeah,
yeah.
but
We can
so
only hope. But
just
anyway, so now you're
yes,
here and you're in the business where you get paid what you're worth, and the vote that's most important is you. You're an independent contractor for a wonderful company with a great
yes,
brand, Berkshire Hathaway. But you have to make it happen every day. And
yes,
tell us how you do that.
every day. So long time ago, when I first started, 25 plus years ago, Mark Stark was given the uh, introduction, like, the training when we sign
Yep.
up. So he said, "You are. Tell me who's in here, like starting their own business. This is your own business. You are a business owner when and
Yeah.
if not, you're the wrong class." So I said, "Oh my God, I love the way he speaks." I'm like, "Oh yes, exactly right." And from Mark has been great in any management, like, is great. Now it's even more powerful, right? Straight under Berkshire Hathaway and great management. I took every classes that was provided, including sweat hugs. I don't know if you remember that, sweat hugs.
Floyd
And
Wickman, I sure do.
it was yes, it was at the Tropicana corporate office. We were like training, like to be on the phone and stuff. From there, after that, it was by referral only. Brian Buffini and Joe Stump. That was another introduction, so I did that too. And so I learned from every training that the company provided, and every training there was, every event I never missed, every sales office I never missed. I
Yep.
always I did that. Now it's a different story. Now I prioritize a little bit. We have online now too. So anyway, that's how I did it. In the beginning, it was more like, when I was helping clients. My first client was for sale by owner, and
Wow.
first of by owner, my list, yeah, listing. I sold that. As soon as I sold that, I took everybody to the front desk, like Patty Annis and her daughter Minda, and like, let's go, I'm gonna take you guys to lunch. So anyway, it's not about the money. The money was good, 9,000, that's good commission back then. And but it's more like, yes, I can do this. And then after that, I had clients, first time home buyers, and nonstop like referrals, from buyers and sellers. I was getting more for sale by owners hiring me. And that was, and then I was making phone calls as well. That's how we
Right. Because
started.
yeah, you're a prospector. You
Yeah.
get on the phone, you talk to people, you fill your own pipeline, right? Tell them a little about that because I think
Yes.
that's important for people to hear.
Yeah. So every day on my schedule is like making my phone calls, at least, as many as 25 contacts a day. I mix it with expired, for sale by owners, and my past clients, past and current clients. I call at least 10. And when I do, usually there's always some of them I just call to say hello, see how they're doing, anything I could do to help them, or like their family. So they usually refer me to people that they've been thinking about buying or selling. It's just so nice to talk to them too. It makes my day because when you're talking to somebody, it makes you happier. Somebody you don't know, it's like, yeah, if they have a need, when they talk to me, I focus on what they are looking for so I can help them and be the first one to go. If there is an appointment, I schedule it for the same day. I want to be the first one to to see them, and yeah, that's how I do it. My work here.
Yeah, and you fill that pipeline, and you go on those appointments, and you're in my coaching. You show up to all the training we
Yes,
do. You are still heavily
yes,
involved in sharpening the axe every day, and I love that. It's so great.
yes, yeah. Always learning, always improving. There's nothing like Yes, we know the contract, we know the real estate ins and outs. The market stats, but there's always something you learn from each transaction, from each person's situation that we're helping. There's always like catering to that individual needs and wants. That's how I do it. Yeah, that's how you guys teach us to do
Well,
it.
if you could give somebody trying to break out of the break into the game and do well, or somebody trying to take their business to the next level, what are the three most important things that you would tell them to focus on?
The most important thing to focus on is, and if they're like, whether they're new or not, of course, they have to be people. If we don't talk to people, if we're not finding somebody who needs our services every single day, and talk to people,
Yeah,
call people who need your real estate services, and focus on that at least an hour or 2 hours, and then from there, make sure all your families and friends, they know that you are in real estate. When they hear somebody talking about real estate, to let them know, train your people, so that way they can refer you business. Even my family in Indianapolis, have several in family in Indianapolis. We have branch Berkshire Hathaway in Indianapolis. I team up with them, and they're great. They treat my family and anybody I refer them like family.
nice.
So Tim O'Connor from Berkshire Hathaway, he's my go-to person. I tell my nieces, like, make sure you call your uncle Tim. They call him uncle, and
Uncle Tim, I love
so
it.
when they buy, yeah, and he is a wonderful person. So that's how I train my family, my sister, everything. Like, uh, sh- when they're talking to people, they tell them she's in Las Vegas, but she has a team here. She can help you. So that's how I do the referral. And my clients, when they move, same thing. They're moving, or they have family who's moving to Las Vegas. They want to sell their house, for example, anywhere in the nation. I help them, and they thank me for giving them the best agent who knows that area. They were able to sell their home. Their daughter with her husband moved here. I have very loyal clients that who will not do anything without me. They will call me even if they have clients, if they have family in another state, they will call me first. I'm like,
They trust you.
I'm
Yeah,
grateful for that. Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. My job is to make
Okay,
sure that they're taken care
so
of. Mhm.
So I'm hearing talk to people every day. Do some form of proactive prospecting, whether it be door knocking or phone calling or social media or a good mix of all three. Then I'm hearing make sure your
Yes.
database is your sphere of influence is organized. You know who's in there. You're making sure they're
Mhm.
getting like a
Yes.
drip campaign from you and so forth, right? Because I know you do that.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, I do. I do that. Yeah. Yeah. I used to have
Okay.
top producer for the long, now I have follow up boss, which is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's connected
And
with
give us
my
one more. Give
CRM.
us
Yeah.
one more nugget for being a successful real estate agent.
One more, don't let let's say when deals fall apart or something, you do everything you can, but sometimes a buyer backs out or a seller. Don't let that discourage you. Just keep going. You
Right.
help that client, you do your best, and then keep going. So that way you're not like losing focus. Don't expect just one deal happening until that closes. I don't even calculate my commission, to be honest with you. I don't. I just focus on getting my listing sold, and then my goal is to sell that property. And then when I am representing a buyer, making sure that they're getting the best deal, and also my buyers doing their due diligence on timely fashion, so I protect their earnest money to make sure that we're closing successfully. So that's that, and I'll say, make sure you're saving your money, invest in your money, and you will make a big commission, and make sure you save most of it,
Yeah.
live within your budget. And if they do that, they don't have to worry. Let's say they don't close in every month, they don't close a deal, because they invested, they're going to be fine.
Right.
But if you don't know how to save and you budget, if I budget. I mean, I do that, even though I can afford to have, anything. I still budget, and I still in belongings, and I still live comfortable life. But if I don't close in June or July or whatever, I'm going to be fine because I saved and I
Yeah.
invested. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this
I know you live
market, this market.
I know you live
Mhm.
a comfortable life.
Go ahead.
I know where you live and I know what you drive. So
Yeah,
that's
thank you. Thanks.
you got to
So
have a,
all that hard work pays.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, awesome. Well, perfect timing. Okay. So there we go. Any final words you want to leave these lovely people today, Nebi?
Lovely people, all the brand new agents. Just you can do it, and in fact, the younger agents are doing amazing. I mean, so um, older agents learn the technology. I know a lot of them, they do already, they know, but learn the technology, stay on top of any technology that comes, be the best at it. So, and I'm grateful and for that. We are lucky. The new agents are lucky now. They have all these AIs, helping them.
Yeah.
Right now, we're taking advantage of it. It's never too late. You use it. Make the best out of it, and give great service to clients.
Yeah.
I'm passionate
Always
about
do great
giving
service.
wonderful service to my clients.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the
yes,
technology part, it's good that
sure.
being with us, we're always on the cutting edge. So like use the company tools and
Yes.
all that good stuff is
Mhm.
already in there. So perfect. Well, Nebi, I just want to
Yep.
say it's a pleasure working with you, one on one, and it's a pleasure having you with
Thank
the
you. You
company.
too.
I also feel like you. I am very
Yes,
grateful to be in this country. I'm very grateful to be at this brand, and I really appreciate you taking your time
yes.
out and sharing some of your wonderful nuggets with these people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye,
Thank
everybody. Bye,
you,
Nebi. We'll see
Rick.
you soon. Thank you.
All right. You too.